Today is a video about shapes, and here at Cherubs we've got loads and loads of different shapes you can play with. We've got 2D circles, we've got 3D spheres, we've got pentagons, crosses, cones, all sorts of shapes. Whoops, a daisy. And it doesn't matter what order you learn their names in, whether they're regular shapes, irregular shapes. It's just having fun playing with them and learning that they've all got a name. Just like we've got names and letters have got names and numbers have got names, shapes have got names too. And the best way to learn about the names is to play with them. Now, we've been playing I Spy with them this week and the Mr. Man game. Now, your children will know what the Mr. Man game is. And instead of having their names to run round, they run round with shapes. So there's lots of people in your family. The Mr. Man game is a good one to play with shapes. If not, I Spy is also a good one. But when you spy them with shapes, rather than just leaving them on the table, you can build them into a tower. So some of the shapes we're going to use today, we're going to use a mixture of 2D shapes, like this pentagon, and a mixture of 3D shapes. They're the fatter shapes, like this cube. You can tell a cube because every single side is a square. And you get big cubes, and you can get little cubes. They're also different colours. That doesn't matter either. So I've got a cube and another little cube. I've got a cone, a sphere, a pentagon, a cross, and a circle. Wonder what other shapes we can think of. Ooh, let's have a look in the shop. I have found one of these. Can you remember this one? It's got 3 sides and 3 points. It's a triangle. So I've got a triangle. And, lots of them like this one. I've got a dome. It could be a funny eye or a dome. Okay, and then I've got a fat triangle. Now a fat triangle, another name for that is a prism. And a prism has got a triangle at the front and a triangle at the back. And then it's got squares or rectangles around it. So I've got a big prism and a little prism. And again, they're different colours. If you look on top of your houses, your roof is often a prism. Or if you like chocolate called Toblerone, your grown-ups will know what this is. That is also in a prism. We don't see a lot of prisms around, but you might find some prisms around your houses. Another shape we've got, which we do see a lot of, is a cylinder. A cylinder is a shape you can roll. It's got circles on the end, but it's got a rolled rectangle in the middle. And toilet rolls, tubes, anything you might use as a telescope, anything like that is a cylinder. So we've got cylinders as well. So I'm going to put out some more shapes as well. I've got a rectangle, and I'm going to put out, a square. So I'm going to move you back a little bit so you can see the shapes. Okay. So we're going to play I Spy with them. Now, say if you haven't got shapes like this, it really doesn't matter. You could draw some on pencil and you can just draw them out and cut them out. Or you can find things around your house that are the same shapes. So, because children, it's really important that they know what the shapes are, things in the environment. So for your cylinder, you could use a toilet roll. For your cone, you might have some ice cream wafer cones or a party hat. For a cube, you could use a dice. Prism could be a bit more tricky. Might have to go outside and look at the top of the house. Sphere, really easy. It's always people have got a little ball about somewhere. Okay, cross, you can always make one with lollipop sticks, anything like that. 2 pencils stuck together. Rectangles can be envelopes. And, squares. Drinks coasters are often square shapes. So you can find all sorts of things around your house that represent different shapes. And as I say, it's not that some shapes are easy and some shapes are hard. We just tend to try and teach children things like star and heart and circle first, when actually, as I said, it's just a name. So you can learn any shape at any time. You don't have to learn some shape names first and then other shape names later. The best bit is just having some fun with them. So I Spy is really good with more than one person. So if you've got someone to play this with you, that's even better. So you can do I spy with my little eye the shape that's a cylinder. So what shape have you got that's a cylinder? If you look at my shapes, I've got all sorts of here. I've got this one. Is this one a cylinder? Don't think so. Maybe this one. No, but it is the same colour. That's it, my cylinder. So my cylinder's got my circles at the end and my roly rectangle in the middle. So I've got a cylinder for my first shape. Okay, remember you can point to them if you see them hiding. Okay, so we've got I spy with my little eye a cube. Can you see a cube? I've got two cubes. I've got a big cube and a little cube. Which cubes can you see? Can you point to them on the screen? That's it. I've got the little cube and I've got a big cube. So I'm going to start my tower now. So I've got my cylinder and then my cube and then my little cube. What's going to be next? Some of these shapes are going to be really hard to balance. Okay, we're going to do I spy with my little eye the shape of a triangle. Can you see a triangle? Have a really close look with those eyes. It's really close to the front. Can you point to it on the screen? Can you see it? Brilliant. You found it right at the front. My red triangle with its 1, 2, 3 sides. So it goes balancing on my tower. What shall we find next? I'm going to move some more shapes so you can see them. Okay, so we're going to go I spy with my little eye the shape that is a circle. Who can see a circle? It's the same as a wheel. If you go out and look at a car or a bike wheel or a truck wheel, they're the same shape as a circle. Can you find one? Are you pointing? Brilliant. Are you pointing here? Great. This is the circle. So I'm going to put it on top of my tower. Ooh, I don't want my tower to wobble. I spy with my little eye something the shape of a cross. Now you might see some crosses about, especially if you walk past churches, you might see some crosses. But other than that, you might have to make a cross. Or you might see a cross that looks like a X sound, which is like X marks the spot on a pirate map. If you're a pirate, you might have a pirate map with X marks the spot. Can you see it? You pointing? Where are you pointing to? Brilliant. You spied the cross. So it's going to go on my tower. Okay, I'm going to move the shapes around more so you can see them all. Okay, so I'm going to do I spy with my little eye something the shape of the top of your house or a tent. And it's a harder word. It's not a hard word, that's the wrong thing, but it's one we always forget. It begins with a pr. It's a pr for a prism. Can you find a prism for me to put on my tower? Have a little look around. Which one looks like the roof of my house? Where should my finger stop? On the dome? Pentagon? Prism. So I've got to balance my prism on my tower. I'm going to do it this way round, because if I do it the other way round, everything will fall over. My tower is getting bigger. So, what shapes can I find next? I spy with my little eye the shape of a rectangle. Now, a rectangle looks a bit like an envelope or a little box if you were looking at a cuboid. Can you see what you can find? Which one is it? Which one is it? Where's my finger got to stop? This one. This one is a rectangle. This is a very small rectangle. You can get really big, long rectangles as well. So we've got the rectangle to place on our tower next. Ooh, it's getting wobbly. I don't want to knock it down. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we've done that one. 5 shapes left. Are we ready? I spy with my little eye the shape of a pentagon. who knows which shape is the pentagon? I can give you a clue. It's hiding a little bit. So can you tell me where to stop with my finger? Is it here? 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 Is it this one? Let's check. We should have 5 sides on the pentagon. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we make the tower taller? Oh, it's still staying up. 4 shapes to go. Okay, I spy with my little eye the shape of a square. Okay, now have a think. Which one is the square? Here comes the finger. You ready to shout stop when you see it over the right one? You shouting stop? That's it. This one is the square. So we're going to put it right on the top. Now, I think I can only put one more shape on. I think if I put any more shapes on, they might fall over. Which one shall we do? Shall we do the dome, the cone, or the sphere? Let's try the sphere. Are we ready? I spy with my little eye the shape of a sphere. So can you remember? Is it this one? Is it this one? Or is it this one? Where does my finger need to stop? That's right, it's this one, the sphere. I'm going to try and balance it right on the top. Ooh. My tower is very wobbly. Now, I wonder how many shapes you managed to build into a tower in your house. Your tower could be even bigger if you use tins and biscuits and things like that for cylinders and circles. Hope you enjoyed building your shape tower. And don't worry if you haven't got a lot of shapes. Even if you're just using Lego and Duplo, you could play I Spy with different coloured squares and rectangles. So enjoy yourself and make yourself a really big shape tower, mixing up your 2D, 3D shapes, your fatter shapes, and your thinner 2D shapes. Enjoy yourselves. Bye.